If you see this video, that means I'm currently writing a novel slash book. I had no intention of making a big deal out of it until I actually started to sit down, write out a few pages, and I found myself not wanting to stop. And I thought to myself, wow, I haven't written something like this before. I have attempted to write screenplays for movies, of course, that would never be made, but the idea of writing stories and telling them in different ways, and especially just from your own brain, it seemed very relaxing and fascinating to me. So we're gonna go along with that process. And something I would like to mention is, if you happen to have seen my last video, where it was completely me trying to do two things at the same time, that video, I really felt and sounded like I was having a speech issue. I was slurring a lot. I was just all over the place. And, well, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's maybe not the most useful, but it can show you in real time how multitasking does not work. Multitasking! Anyways, back to this video. I was watching a kind of a dark thriller movie called Zodiac, if you've heard of it. It's an excellent film based off of a true phenomenon that took place in the States quite some time ago. And that movie, there were so many different aspects to it that made you think about what you were watching, and I thought to myself, man, I would love to replicate something like this. So I started to just write a simple story with no idea of what I would like it to turn into. And 2 hours later, it was getting very late, and I looked at how much I'd written, and I was like, wow, we actually have something going here. And I wanted to make this video because I wanted to express I want to express! I am fancy now! I want to express my views! I wanted to almost share my thought process on why I was doing this, and also encourage anyone watching this to not quite write a full-blown novel or anything that's quite extensive, but at least just write down some small things here or there that honestly come off the top of your head and you think are interesting, and something that you would want to read about. Not that you people, you people, if you have read in the past just for enjoyment, not being forced to by school or anything else, then you can see or have examples of how things are properly done in that realm, I guess, because I'm, of course, not an author or anything. And you can almost try and replicate that through the literature itself, you know, through words and storytelling and the flow and the contrast of different characters and storylines, plot lines, all the fancy words there, and come up with something on your own. There's no reason for you to make something that has to be some grand scale, okay? Sit down and just have a little project that it's just for you. It's just for you. And honestly, if you look at the past few videos I've made, I might even be talking to myself at this point, because there are usually, at least at this point in time, like 15 views. I would say 11 of those are me, because I'm a psychopath and I just watch my own videos to see how I can improve it, or I just laugh at myself because I'm a psycho. And I think that can also be translated to books somehow. I don't know what the hell I'm talking. You know, there's no fucking script ever with this channel! What I'm trying to get at is, it doesn't have to be a book, okay? It doesn't have to be anything in particular. I think everyone should have some form of long-term project that they can kind of work on. And that long-term could be just a few weeks for you, it could be a month, or it could be years. And it's something you can look forward to maybe at least once a week, or whatever your schedule may be. And something where once it's fully completed, you can genuinely feel proud of it, or it's something that you could say, hey, you know, this is something I have under my belt. And I think that's something we should all strive to do, is just even if it doesn't get any recognition, just create something just to say you did it. And along the way, you may have some great experiences, and I'm looking forward to this. I just started writing. I have not looked up any formal ways of formatting or storytelling guidelines in general. Not that there really would be guidelines, I guess, because you kind of have some creative freedom here. But I'll learn these things along the way, and whatever you pick up and try and do yourself can be just the same experience. So go pick up, this is, you know what? Look, go on Pinterest and see, like, I don't know, a motivational quote. And, like, some 14-year-old made it, put a beautiful sunset wallpaper in the background, posted it, and then now, boom, 15 years later, we're still referencing it. Look, bottom line is, I'm not here to try and give you motivational quotes. This video probably won't even be that long, and this is mainly for myself to log my whatever mentality is going on in my brain at the time of me starting my book, and let's compare it to during that process. Process! Okay, it seems like my sanity is starting to slip here, as it always does when I'm making these videos. So before I completely lose it, I'm just going to say thank you for watching, for whomever is watching this. I'm writing a book, who would have thought, and maybe in a little while we'll give an update. Other than that, go find something to create, and yeah, that's about it. So, bye!